said to be the coalition opposition party. So,
Well, that ruling has been stayed, at
yes,
least for
of
the
course,
meanwhile.
yes. So the INEC asked for the ruling, for the Court of Appeal to stay action. INEC went to Court of Appeal asking for stay of action, and people are wondering why is a forum will want a party deregistered, and meanwhile the Constitution in Section 225A gives INEC the discretion to deregister a party if it didn't meet some requirements. For example, it must win at least a councillor and local government election, chairman, or House of Assembly, House of Rep, Senate, governor. Now ADC in particular won 2 House of Reps election, and they have they equally won 7 House of Assembly election. So why is this forum of legislators want INEC to deregister the ADC? And top among the officials of this former legislators forum is the former Speaker House of Reps, talking about the current Chief of Staff to President Bola Tinubu, that is Right Honorable Femi Bajabemila and others. So somebody will say the hands of Esau and the voice of
Jacob.
Or is somebody doing a bidding somewhere? But which I got here from the ADC chieftain.
Well, once again, thank you for being here, engineer. I'm just going to jump straight in through a more personal angle, because I do believe that people's personal relationships, usually when people say, oh, he's our governor or he's our president, what does it matter if he's adulterous? What does it matter if this person is a betrayer? What does it matter if he's a backstabber? But I see it differently. I think people's personal relationships reflect on their character. I think it reflects on the kind of person that they are. And that's why I would like to come from a personal angle. Now, you have been with the current, should I call him the flag bearer of this same seat that you're vying for, albeit in a different party. You had been with him for how long now? I would love to hear from you, but I know a very long time.
I've worked under him almost
Right.
3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And today you have defected to another party, and you are vying for the same seat that he's also, vying for. You changed parties, and there are a lot of people who would ask, is 2-3 years enough for mentorship? Why do you feel the need? Because when the ordinary Nigerian looks at like the relationship between Wike and Amechi, I mean, you begin to wonder, how could someone who worked so closely with another become an arch enemy of this same person? So where did the differences in ideology, or is it opinion, come, and how it has reflected on your decisions, your political decisions thus far?
Jackie, you mentioned Wike, and my mind says, based on the troubles of the opposition party running up to the 2027 election, and Wike hands have been linked to being a proxy in trying to stifle the opposition party, as it is now with the PDP. So now the ADC is what it is facing now, the registration. Can we take it from there? What is on tech?
Well, he could add that together.
Yeah.
Please,
Okay,
please go ahead, engineer.
Quickly see if I can run down the two
Okay.
and marry them together. First and foremost, I'm grateful to be here. Like you have run down my CV, you have seen that I have grown a career over the years. My political journey began in 2015 when I ran for the House of Assembly in Zonko constituency, and I won the primaries. I can proudly tell you that I'm a founding member of the APC and the first flag bearer of Zonko constituency. And then when I ran the primaries, I got the primaries. I defeated 2 other persons. I went to the general election, and I got 18,000 votes plus. The person that eventually got the election got 19,000 votes. That means I have some level of grassroots, you know, with and connection with my people. After then,
Sort of some political capital.
yes, indeed. After then, I went to court, challenged the matter to the Court of Appeal, and eventually I lost the matter, and I was appointed executive director. That was how my my executive journey began. But not to say that I have a history with the APC, like I told you. Before I joined the APC, I've been someone who have sympathy for the PDP. Not fully a member of the PDP, but my first active political participation was with the APC. Why did we join the APC? We started with a democratic emancipation movement, people like Caleb Zagi of blessed memory, Senator Caleb Zagi, people like Benkure and the rest of them, people like Humble,
Katuka Humble.
Who is currently the ADC chairman, were also part of us, Mokure and the rest of them. That's how we began. That movement came to see if we can bring change to the PDP. You know, what the PDP has been doing over the years, the PDP became so redundant, and they feel anybody can win election. We said, no, we must bring change. There are a lot of things that are going on wrong. So we joined the APC. And, you know, we started well. The APC had her failures, had her successes, and what have you. So after I served government, I decided to leave government in 2018. After I served in these 3 capacities, I left government, returned to private practice. Then later the PDP, you know, invited me. I returned to the PDP. In 2023, I was the deputy DG as well as the campaign secretary. I was wearing 2 caps of Zangon KATAF PDP general election. That was the same election that brought Sunday Marshall Katum as the senator, brought Amos Governor as the House of Reps member. So, but before then, I just want to give you a background of how Amos Governor became the member of the House of Reps. In 2019, Sunday Marshall Katum defeated Amos Governor in the primaries with over 120-something votes.
At that time, under the
At
PDP?
that time, under the PDP.
Right.
And Amos Governor got about 80 votes or thereabout. But you know, Sunday Marshall was given the offer to become the deputy governor then. Magnanimously, Sunday Marshall just gave up his seat without anything. He decided to give it to Amos Governor. Even when the people from Zangon KATAF came to him and said, look, your predecessor, Honorable Godfrey Gaya from JABA, spent 8 years, and you just spent 4 years. Why are you giving up the seat? Why don't we do another primaries and see if we can return the seat back to Zangon KATAF? He said, no. Amos became second in the election. Let him take over from me and go to the House of Reps. That is a man who got the seat by privilege, you know, even though he lost the primaries. That's how Amos became the Reps member. And then fast forward to 2019, Amos came back, to 2023, Amos came back and ran for the second time. I remember when Amos came to run for that seat again, he had to bring elders from JABA, people like the former chairman of JABA local government, Alex Gruza was there. You know, people like Laurentia Malan, the former minister, was in that meeting. People like Dr. Marcos John Ayuba was in that meeting when Amos came with the people from JABA to beg the people of Zangon KATAF to allow him go for the second time. That's how Amos was given the opportunity to run again, and then he went back for the second time. You know, normally, Amos is not just an honorable member, he's a pastor. If there's anybody that understands gentleman agreement, it should be Amos. Because there is, this agreement has been there regardless of party, you know, over the years, that when Zongo hold this seat for a certain period of time, they take it back to JABA. I remember when Godfrey Gaya came looking for third time, he couldn't secure the votes, and he was even pursued from the hall because people were angry that, look, you want to flout this agreement that we have between JABA and Zango. You know, so you should please get out of this place. In 2011, Godfrey Gaya won that House of Reps with 120-something thousand votes, just from Zangon KATAF alone, without the votes of JABA. They declared him winner before the votes of JABA arrived. When the votes of JABA came, it was only about 30-something thousand votes. That means that you can win the House of Reps without a single vote from JABA. Looking at the population of Zango and KATAF vis-a-vis JABA. But because we are magnanimous enough and the people of Zango are not greedy, they said, no, once we hold this seat for at least 1-2 tenures, the seat should go to JABA. Because if we are saying that the strongest man should take it, I bet you a JABA man might never become the House of Rep member.
Which isn't nice.
Yes.
Because this is part of the problem we're facing in Nigeria.
So, but our people said, no, let us understand with these things. So, to my greatest amazement, while I was working with Amos, I have been to 3 or 4 different places that Amos stood up and declared that is contesting for the Senate. And his reason being that he wants to respect that gentleman agreement between the people of Zango and JABA. So I don't know the miracle that happened in the APC. Meanwhile, Amos gave me an appointment after he won the election in 2023, exactly on the 17th of October 2023. I was appointed to his office as the head of engineering as well as the head of projects. I have worked with Amos, and of course I cannot deny the fact that I gained experience while I was working with him. I traveled to virtually all the states in the country. You know, I understood the process of oversight. I understood how budgets and bills are done. You know, these are the primary responsibilities of
a lawmaker,
right, as well as his constituency as well. These are the 3 or 4 responsibilities.
Representation, lawmaking, oversight function.
So, you know, on the 2nd of March 2026, I resigned voluntarily. My letters are there to prove it and everything. I decided to resign and go to the ADC. Why did I leave the APC? Because I felt I was not getting what, you know, I ought to be getting in the APC. I'm not talking about financial or whatever. I'm talking about the reason the APC was formed. You know, they have derailed from that part. And unfortunately, you know, today you will see the leaders of the APC were the same people who fought the APC in the 2019 and 2023 election. No,
who fought the PDP, you mean?
No, who fought the APC? I'm talking about the people who decamped to APC
today.
The senator was a PDP member. Amos Governor was a PDP member. The members in the House of Assembly, all of them were PDP members, with the exception of her, I think, from Kachia, who won the House of Reps in the APC.
In APC,
you know,
APC.
Today they are the leaders of the APC. So I felt I should leave because I have an ambition. I've given myself time that after a certain period of time, I'm going to move on, because I think that by that gentleman understanding, the seat of the House of Reps should return to Zango. So I left the APC because I know that I cannot secure my ticket in the APC.
Why?
Why? Because, you see, the governor dictates the ticket. There won't be a free and fair primaries. That's what I felt. And lo and behold, it has played out. Nobody was actually allowed to contest this election freely and fairly. You know, the people in the APC are more aggrieved than any other political party today. Then I went to the ADC and declared my intention to run for the House of Representatives. And then we went to primaries, you know, by primaries, by the new electoral act, not by delegates, by the general membership of the party.
That's
and
direct primaries.
Direct primaries.
Right.
And then I got about 6,396 votes to defeat my opponent, who got 1,108 votes. That's how I secured my ticket. You know. So what happened to Magaji in the APC has nothing to do with me. I left him contesting for the Senate. Everybody in Kaduna State knows that he was running for Senate. I don't know the arrangement they made that he decided to come back to run for the House of Reps. And to be fair to the people of Zango and KATAF, we had contestants in Zango and KATAF. They were running from the same seat with him. Anthony Brando was there. People like General Katunku was there, and many others. But because the APC didn't want to be fair to them, they compelled them to step down for Magaji, against the gentleman agreement that is between Zango and KATAF and JABA people. Today is not about
and this will be his 3rd time going.
Yes, that is why he wants to go for the 3rd time. But this election I'm contesting is not about me. It's not about me challenging my boss. No, it is about me honoring that gentleman agreement that is between the people of Zango and JABA. And I want to send a word of caution to the people of JABA. You can't fight from a position of weakness. It's better you fight from the position of strength. if you do this, and the people supporting Magaji today, most of the young people, they are forfeiting their future. Because whatever happened, they have to deal with the consequences. What if Zango decides tomorrow to do the same to them? Will they take it? These are the questions. Today you are the one that is there. You have the opportunity, you decide to trample upon people and take the ticket by whatever connection and force that you have. What if tomorrow Zango people take this ticket and refuse to return it? And then knowing that we have the numerical advantage, would they like it that way? And the young people that are pursuing this agenda, I hope tomorrow they won't live to regret it. Whatever I'm doing it for posterity. Let me tell you a short story. When we did the local government elections, my brother, Honorable Francis Sanizimbo, was contesting for the seats of the council chairmanship for the second time. I supported him for the first time. When he came for the second time, I told him, no, we have an arrangement between the 5th ward and the 6th ward. Honorable Benjamin Bako contested the same seat with him in the PDP. Then I was in the PDP. I supported Ben Bako. Why? Because I want to honor that gentleman agreement, looking at posterity and our own future. Because tomorrow I might be in the same shoes. And I had problem with my brother of blessed memory, Francis Sanizimbo, because I refused to support his second term bid. Unfortunately for Ben Bako, you know, the PDP had their way because, of course, Zimbo was in the council, he had money, he had access to a lot of things. He defeated him in the primaries. I decided, together with people, some elders in the 5th ward, to go and support Bege, the man who is the council chairman today, Engineer Bege. Why did I do that? Even though I was doing anti-party, because I felt it is the turn of the people of 6th ward to produce the chairman. So today I'm here to remind all of us that are here and the stakeholders and the people that are following us that let us respect that understanding that we have between Zongo and JABA for posterity's sake.
Jackie, for context, he's saying that if, or the word of caution that is given to the people of JABA, if they don't play safely, the Zongo KATAF can take the seat and JABA may not dream of it. Now, in context, the population of Zongo to JABA, it triples that of JABA.
4 times.
Almost 4 times.
Almost 4 times.
So now,
even the voting strength.
Talking about voting strength.
But you see, the problem, I really don't want to give life to this conversation of we are more, because this is the problem with Nigeria. The fact that those who are, I know politics is a game of numbers.
No, it's not the problem.
But that matter of inclusion.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Right.
You see, we are not the ones that have the problem now. They are the ones who have the problem.
I absolutely get
you. So
you.
we are just sending this caution to them that they should be careful, because let them not start what they cannot finish. Do you understand?
I do understand.
That's what we are saying.
I do understand that, but let us also remember
context,
that this is part of why the former governor, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, was crucified for saying something similar, that he could win elections without one vote from Southern Kaduna.
All is fair in love and war.
Really?
But Jackie,
but is it? We need to go on a commercial break.
The background is that this House of Reps seat is shared between the 2 local governments. Now, JABA local government have had it for 16 years. 16 years. And Zongo has had it for 12 years. It's supposed to be the turn of Zongo so that they will equate what JABA has had. Now, JABA is reneging on that agreement. So it's sort of...
Well, let's go on a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we'll talk some more with engineer Seth Habila BAKUT. I'm sure all our listeners are having a very interesting time. It's great to hear when, there's a chronicle of how things, how we got to the point where we are at right now. Do stay with us. We're talking about 2027 and the many travails or struggles of opposition. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, shoppers, make una hear correct gist. Maggi chicken flavor promo don land o.
Buy Maggi chicken flavor 50 double cubes pack and get 10 extra cubes free.
Yes o, and if you buy small 10 double cubes pack, you go get 4 cubes free.
Na more rich chicken taste, more enjoyment and more value for your money.
Rush go your nearest shop now and ask for Maggi chicken flavor promo pack before e finish. Offer valid while stocks last. Me and Maggi, so good together.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari sai Kivo.
Hey, World Cup they come, but never I no agree.
StarTimes S130B plus TV don't solve solar, TV, and StarTimes subscription all in one package.
Power your home and watch all 104 World Cup matches live and stand a chance to win 10 million naira.
StarTimes S130B, solar, TV, World Cup, big winnings.
Buy StarTimes, win big.
Visit any StarTimes outlet nationwide. Terms and conditions apply.
Jolly Johnny akan titi ke magana. A yau za mu ga kyakkyawar sani da mutane suka yi wa Maggi cikin flavor. Na gaba karanto harufan celery.
SEALARRIE celery.
Haba mutumina, ka ce kawai ka sauya harufan zuwa salary. To ga damar karshe karanto mana harufan turmeric.
TURMERIC. Turmeric.
Kin yi daidai ga kwali ɗaya na Maggi cikin flavor ki ɗauka.
Maggi cikin flavor tare da albasa, celery da kuma turmeric mai canza wasa na.
Invicta 98.9 FM.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari sai Kivo.
It's our work. At Prashal Express and Logistics Limited, we offer courier services where we deliver packages of all sizes, documents, goods, and various forms of haulages to every part of the country from Kaduna. You can contact us at Shop FF18 Starcade Shopping Complex, Sabon Tesha, Kaduna, or S20 Zara House, Wandu Road, opposite Disney Chicken, Hamadu Bello Way, Kaduna. Our phone numbers are 0706-210-6674, 0913-775-4873, 0913-776-7475. Our website is www.prashalgroup.com. Prashal Express and Logistics Limited. Be rest assured.
Everybody come outside, oh! It don't happen.
Hey, Cletus, why you dey shout like this?
Go TV don't bust my head, oh! You never hear say decoder plus antenna plus 1 month jolly subscription. Now only 15,000 naira.
You say?
Go TV don't scatter market with their World Cup special offer, oh! Hey. With only 15,000 naira, we go carry cha-cha decoder plus antenna plus 1 month subscription. Take torchlight the whole 104 matches for this FIFA World Cup 2026 with correct pidgin commentary. All this go happen live for 4 correct channels for Super Sport on Top Go TV.
Hey, this one not be smart, you know. Make I go arrange my own decoder sharp.
Go TV, love it.
Waye ya fi iya wanke hannu kafin cin abinci?
Ni ce.
Magani? Lalle kun iya wanke hannu. To yanzu a je a ci abinci. Amma da me ake farawa?
Da baba.
Madalla. Idan an gama sai mu yi na wanke hannu bayan cin abinci.
To baba.
Wai yaushe za a daina wannan gasar ne? Ko dan yaran nan su bi ne kawai?
Ai, koya musu tsafta ne. Gobe za mu yi na gwanin wanki kayan makaranta.
Alhamdulillahi kuwa suna fahimta.
Da tazarar haihuwa akwai isasshen lokacin yin kyakkyawar tarbiyya ga 'ya'ya. Kowa na iya bin tsarin tazarar haihuwa domin lafiya da bunƙasar iyali.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar ƙungiyoyin Pronet da FEM.
Kyautuwar iyali uba 'ya'ya da ma'uwa. Hasken rana in ya fito sabuwar rana ta bayyana. Ga yunifom an shirya mana kuma ga mu akan hanyar zuwa. Milo a cikin kofi mai ɗumi ga inganci. An yi shi da malta. Milo an yi shi da madara. Milo an sa mishi koko. Milo yanda dai ya kamata. Milo mama ta ce in shanye.
86,400 seconds of pure entertainment from the Crocodile City. Invicta 98.9 FM.
All right, welcome back from that commercial timeout, and thank you so much for still staying with us. Still with us in the studio, Senator, engineer, in the nearest future, engineer SETH Habila BAKUT is in the house with us, and he is the ADC flag bearer for the Zango KATAF JABA federal constituency. And we started from a personal angle because he has parted ways with someone that a lot of people saw as his mentor. At that time, he just chronicled how, we got here, because I thought it was important for people to get that out of the way, to understand how we got to this point. And the simple reason, as we have had it from him, is that a gentleman's agreement was not respected. And I think this is the reason why Jonathan too is said to have lost his should I call it second coming, or that was in 2015, the gentleman's agreement that a lot of let's just say politicians seem to have. I don't know. It's not like you people ask us anyway for our opinion. I'm talking about the citizens, because these are agreements that
you mentioned Jonathan. You see, for Peter Obi, for example, the party that is NDC, they have entered into an agreement that if Peter Obi wins the election in 2027, he will serve for only one term.
Okay, so these are the kind of agreements that
and again
are done without
at the moment,
the
NDC has gone further to ask members, flag bearers of the party, to sign an agreement that if they win election, talking about anti-defection measure, if they win election, they will not defect. If they defect to another party, they will forfeit their seats.
With the exception of Peter Obi and Congo. So why would they do that? I thought all of them are under.
Maybe I like that. I like that.
Well, I don't.
Anti-defection measure.
I don't, because
however it will clash with the constitution.
I don't, because I just think that a very good leader who carries everyone along should be allowed to serve. It shouldn't be about where you're from, or who you are, but not where you're from. It should be about what kind of leader you are.
Jackie, somebody could do something because of a reason. For example, look at Peter Obi, coming from that background that many people, many legislators won their election to the House of Reps, to the Senate, courtesy of the Peter Obi obedient movement. Now, when they went, they defected to the ruling party and other parties, and they left the Labour Party. So at the end, because of him, they won election, and now they defected to other parties. So they are trying to put some measures, preventive measures.
Winning elections in Nigeria because of Buhari as well. especially in the north.
So, but how has
But they
it
didn't
served
affect.
us? You see, we
It
keep
hasn't in a
making
way,
the
but,
same mistakes over and over again,
you
and we
see-
keep expecting different results.
See, the problem is most people don't just defect; they defect, with a strong, cogent reason. Like I could tell you, though I'm not Sunday Marshall, and I don't know what happened, but I could tell you people like Marshall might not have left the APC, the PDP to the APC, but because there was a deliberate attempt to destroy the PDP, everybody saw it. So a lot of people left, even ourselves. We left the PDP because the party was going down the drain.
So, but my question,
Because
my question,
Wike is
honorable,
alleged to have been used as a proxy.
honorable engineer, my question is, if he had been a good leader in his time in office, should it matter what party he's in?
No, it does not, actually, because you see, the thing is, Nigeria doesn't operate like America, where we have two stable parties of either you are a Democrat or you are a Republican, even though there are other minority parties. In Nigeria today, I think our parties have not gotten to that point that they have become so solidified. Like we're talking about PDP before, today the PDP is a shadow of itself, So if we get to that level, that the parties have become an institutions in themselves and they have ideologies written in black and white, I think we can get people to remain where they are. But now you see these parties are owned by individuals. Even the NDC we are talking about, Senator Sereke Dixon owns the party, and from his utterances you can see he's doing with the party what he wishes to do with it. So these are some of the things that make people leave the party. But if we can take care of this small personal interests, I think people will remain where they are, because the most important thing is service. Now you're talking about, it doesn't matter who someone is or where he's from if he can deliver service. You see, like, let me take a case of Zango JABA. This agreement between Zango KATAF and JABA transcends political party. It's not about political party. The gentleman agreement is between two local governments that are not equal. If you allow them to vote freely, and the people should choose freely, I am telling you, a JABA man might never be the member of the House of Reps because of the advantage that Zango KATAF has in numbers. That is why that agreement was reached, for peace, for unity, for the love of brotherhood,
for equity.
Let's have it, and you two can have it at a point in time. We all have the experts. I think Zango and JABA are the most, with apology to other local government, are the most educated local government in South Africa.
Or politically conscious local
conscious.
governments.
If you look at history, the people that came from there, the Mazaya Bala, the Shekaris of those days, Charles Alimada Keys, and the rest. Zango is a very strong local government, as well as JABA. The Bajogas are there and the rest. But you see, these people, these elders, these people that came together and said, let's agree this way. They are no fools. They know what they are doing. They want peace between the two local governments. If we go to Zango, we have the same arrangement for the council chairmanship seat for the people of 5 Ward, or the Baju people and the Kamantan people on one side. Then you go to the 6 Ward, the Atia people, the Ikulu people and the Hausa people that are on the other side. We call them the 6 Ward. This agreement are reached so that peace can reign. So why will a gentleman who is an ordained pastor, who brought his elders from JABA to come and beg the people of Zango and KATAF to allow him run for the second time, and then suddenly he changes the rules of the game in the center of the game? This is what we're saying. It's not about SETH BAKUT. It's not about me. It's about the fairness, the equity, the labor of our heroes past and present. Let's respect that. That is what we're saying. So to cap it up, someone mentioned somewhere that I'm ungrateful. He felt Amos Governor gave me an opportunity and I abused it. Before Amos Governor employed me, I employed him. You forgot I mentioned it to you that I was the deputy DG of that same campaign, as well as the campaign secretary that brought him to power. So it is not a favor. I have worked for it. I have worked for the party. And every laborer deserves his wage. So I have worked for him, and I voluntarily left. I didn't have any problem with him. I told myself my time is up. And I feel I should give a shot to that seat. And to be fair, you can bring him on studio to come and comment on this. When I left him, he was running for the Senate. He wasn't running for the House of Reps. When he changed his mind to run for the House of Reps, I've been long gone. There's nothing I can do about it. So, but today, we are calling on the people of JABA to see reason, not to make that mistake of trying to be stubborn, of trying to say, look, we can take this thing because today we're in APC, today we have the governor who can stand for us and fight this thing. What about tomorrow? What about tomorrow? What about tomorrow that the table can turn and it will be in Zango? What if the Zango people decide to behave that way? Knowing that we have over 215,000 registered voters compared to JABA who has about 60,000. We are about 4 times them. So these are the facts. They are there. They are sacrosanct. This is what we are asking for. Fairness. You know, for everybody. Equitability for everybody. These are the things we are talking about.
Now, before we open up the phone lines, I'm sure there are a lot of people who have an opinion on a lot that you have said. But I'd like to ask about your thoughts around the deregistration of the party that, you know, you are under. Because while there has been a stay of execution, in politics, 24 hours is a very long time. I agree. Nobody knows about what is going to happen tomorrow. Is there a game plan? What is it like in the ADC, talking about those who are under the party in different states and, you know, the center? Is there good synergy or, you know, because for a layman, a lot of us are concerned that really, since all the parties carried out their primaries, we are yet to see a comprehensive list from all, you know, the parties. Even the APC is yet to bring out its list so that we all know who is representing who, where, and all of that.
Okay.
So, your thoughts?
Okay, to start with, I think the ADC has a comprehensive list. We had a meeting just 2 days ago.
Okay.
All the candidates under Kaduna State, chaired by the gubernatorial flag bearer, His Excellency Right Honorable Isa Muhammad Hashiru. He called us to a meeting, and all the candidates were there. And what we are trying to do is to foster that unity and see how we can work together towards 2027. And I believe the same is happening in every state. And I believe even in the national, of course, even after we had our primaries, there are problems here and there. That is something that is, we are humans, so we're fallible. But I believe the party is supreme, and the party is going to take care of that as soon as possible. We are in Ekiti today as I speak for the gubernatorial election. Let me give you a little background of the ADC. The ADC is a party that was incorporated on the 22nd of March in 2006. It's not a new party. And just recently in 2023 general election, we produced 2 House of Representative members. One from Kogi, Joseph Ajibite, that has been jumping up and down.
Abejide.
Yes, that have been jumping up and down. And we also have one Ibrahim Bello from Birnin Kebbi that also won House of Reps under the ADC. I'm aware there are 2 members from Kogi, State House of Assembly, as well as 2 members also from Oyo that also won State House of Assembly in the 2023 general election. So that is to say that we have fulfilled the minimum requirement to remain as a political party. And
more than minimum.
Yes, more than the minimum requirement. Because they say even if you have a councillor or you just have to start in a local government election or what have you, you know, the lawyers will answer that better. But a layman, as a layman, I know that we have fulfilled that requirement. And with the case of the campaign up and down, if you come to a party, you are a member of the party. There is nothing like, he came yesterday or what have you. Right now, we hold the seat of the minority leader in the National Assembly. We also have more than 20-something members as well as some senators, you know, that are in the ADC. So, you know, for somebody to make a caricature of the law, it's just unfortunate. That is where we find ourselves, because you can hear the judgment, the counter that the appeal brought is just to, it made the judge in the Federal High Court look ridiculous. You know, how can, what do you call it, a court that said, look, suspend this thing, we are going to hear this argument on the 27th of October, in 2026 this year, and then somebody wake up just yesterday and say, I'm pronouncing a judgment, I have deregistered these 5 political parties. It shows that we have a lot of immorality that we have to deal with in judiciary. That is the last hope of the common man. Imagine somebody rigging an election and is telling you to go to court, because he knows that he will go and find his way around, these things. These are some of the things that we're expecting to see changes in the coming days. But I want to tell you, our leader said something, David Mark. He said, look, these guys are playing with fire. The spokesman of the ADC also mentioned that an article sounded, a sound warning that they should be careful. This country is sitting on a gunpowder. It's not just about election. The problems are too much. And when you push people to the wall, when they react, nobody knows what will happen. If we want to continue to remain as a country, we want to continue to remain as one, then our leaders must be cautious. Because Nigeria today, if we have a problem, there is no country on earth that can contain us with our number.
Right.
Imagine we are being chased from South Africa. South Africans, black people are chasing black people out of their country. So imagine if we have a problem in Nigeria today, which country will be able to carry the number of Nigerians? So I think our leaders should exercise some caution, some restraint. Let them not, push people to the wall. People are angry. The killings are going on every day, unabated. Imagine, I was just reading that today is about 72 days that the people of Ariko Church, they were kidnapped here, I think around Kachia.
Ariko in
Kachia local government are still in captivity. Just yesterday, we woke up with another news that 9 people were killed in Kamuru. Kamuru is in Kauru local government, and 11 were injured, in Chawe Chiefdom. These are the issues that I expect the youth should be angry about. But it seems the APC and the government are more worried about the 2027 election than the security of life and property of the people. These are the issues. And unfortunately, the mainstream medias have been quiet. I don't know whether they've been bought. You will not hear anything on channels. You will not see anything about what is happening, especially in Kaduna State. The picture out there is that all is well. So the few people that are talking, people like Ruben Buhari, Stephen Kefas, and the rest, yes, their voices are out there. But imagine if the mainstream media take up these challenges. This is why we're arguing that the opposition should remain, that the political parties, people should have the opportunity to select people in different political parties. Why? Because opposition is good for the beauty of democracy. We once had a voice in Kaduna when our lawmakers are not all in APC. At least they've been talking. But since they all come to the ruling party, they've been quiet. Everybody has been looking for a way to get his ticket without having problem with the center. This is why we have a problem. That's why we're saying people should win election and remain in the parties that they won election. So that when you have opposition, people can stand up and speak. Just 2 days ago, the minority, leader issue came up in the National Assembly. You can see how the opposition were strongly fighting for their rights. Imagine if all of us are in one party. Nobody will have the opportunity to say anything. So these are some of the things that I've said.
Wow, you've said quite a lot, Honorable Engineer SETH Habila BAKUT. Let me quickly acknowledge our Facebook people. Victor Adiba, good evening. Mark, oh Lord, Augustine, good evening to you too, and thank you for dropping a line. Inaligu David Sule, good evening to you too, and thank you for joining us all the way from Abuja. Usman Isa Bilal, you say usually you love this program, but especially when Jackie is on SETH, I do not read Facebook messages. So I just saw that and I thought, okay, let me quickly read the Facebook message. I see you. Let's see, what else are you saying? Okay, we do appreciate you going out of your way to listen. It's just that sometimes the time really is against us, and it's not for lack of an appreciation of your listenership. So I hope this helps. All right, thank you very much, Usman. Obadiah Abigail, good evening. to all of you. So far or thus far, those are the comments that are on our Facebook page. I'd like to open up the phone lines so that we can get your calls, your take on what has been said thus far. If you're just joining us, I certainly hope not, but with us has been Honorable Engineer SETH Habila BAKUT. He is the ADC flag bearer of the seat, the Zangon KATAF JABA Federal Constituency seat, and he'll be slugging it out with someone who was a former mentor, a former friend, let's put it that way.
There are other political parties
And there are other political parties, yeah, but people are particularly concerned about you because of the relationship before. All right,
we're
so
still friends. Politics is not.
It's not a do
or
or
put
die.
it this way: he has been mentored enough to take over from his boss. He has
learned enough.
He has learned the ropes.
He's learned enough.
Yes.
All right. So the numbers are 081 40,000 989. Once again, that's 081 40,000 989 and 070 87 800 989. Please remember to step away from your radio set. Keep your comments straight and to the point and very civil. Thank you very much. This is a conversation. We love to have conversations on Spot On. Hello, good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, well done, sir. Doing a good job.
Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, in fact, engineer, in fact,
Your name? Introduce yourself first.
So, you see, I want to.
Hello. Can you introduce yourself first?
You see, my problem with this, I wish all of them come to one party to AD. All those pictures will be all of them come also and they come and join this one party. My brother, I believe they would, in fact, the sky will be the limit. No matter how, this parent God president will never come back if they are there. Because there is no unity. They don't have unity. So I doubt if they will even win election. I doubt. So I just think go ahead there. Let them come together. That's the only solution. If not, APC will cover the government. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So just for our next caller, please try to introduce yourself. It's important that you do for clarity. All right. Still taking your calls this evening. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
I really want to appreciate the Honorable for this contribution so far. But my major question
Please introduce yourself. I just said please always start with introductions.
Hello, sorry. I'm Jonathan calling from Barna.
All right, go ahead.
So I want to appreciate the Honorable head that is in the house there.
Mm-hmm.
Is one person I respect a lot. So my major question here is this. If we go by what is happening in Kaduna State presently now, I see that the whole seat is occupied by just one political party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how 2027 will be different, especially Kaduna State as it is studied now. Because we take virtually all the seats is being occupied by just this political party. So that's just my major complaint, but I wish him the best anyway.
All right. And thank you very much, too. Still taking your calls this evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. All right, hold on. I need to do this manually.
Do very, very well, and I would keep success. So I want
Please introduce yourself again. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
We couldn't hear you before. Start again, please. Introduce yourself.
Calling you from Kulimachi.
All right, go ahead. You're welcome.
I want Honorable are looking very, very well. And I wish him all the best. You see, first of all, we encourage parties, many parties in a democratic country like Nigeria. And they keep on saying equity. And, for fairness and equity. I want to ask, is this any equity and fairness in electoral process in Nigeria? That is the question I want to ask this evening. Because when they say that person has been there, so we should sometimes You change power from somebody that is already working there, and then because of equity and you change it to another hand. When you get there, that person will not even do anything. So that's just the problem that we have been facing. Yeah, I prefer the leadership spend like even 6 years in office there. But so far is making things right, making sure that the citizens are living well, than bringing new person to come and even destabilize what the former one has been dealing. I just pray God will help this country. That's my little contribution this evening.
All right, and thank you very much. Still taking your calls this evening on the program Spot On. The numbers are 081 40,000 989 and 07087 800 989. Hello, good evening.
I'm Dr. Danjuma.
Dr. Danjuma, welcome. Go ahead, please.
You are trying to draw the attention of your guests. Politicians have been doing certain things over and over, wrong thing, and they want a different result. But they didn't want to say so. Again, when Peter Obi says he wants to do only one term, why are these politicians putting Nigeria? Nigeria is not a local government. And number two, why is it that ABC are yet to resolve their governorship candidate or aspirant in Kaduna State? It's between Ashuru Kudan and Nikat till yesterday. And finally, our politicians are always, they don't know how to keep their words sweet in case they need it tomorrow. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Danjuma. I'm sure our guest will clarify that for us. Let's go back to taking calls. Let's take one more, and then we'll come back to our guest in the studio. Still taking your calls this evening. Oh, this one got dropped. If I get one call, I'll go to it. If not, all right. So let me just come back to you while we wait for other calls, Honorable Seth. All right, so you've heard from at least a few callers, and I'm sure you have your response. Go ahead, please.
Does the ADC have a problem with the governorship
No,
ticket?
we don't have any problem. You see, the thing is, we have understood from day one that one of the tactics of the ruling party is to make sure there's crisis in every other opposition party, so that at the end of the day, they would be able to weaken the opposition and return to power. You remember there was a time one Kachiku somewhere came out from somewhere and says he's the flag bearer of the ADC at the presidential, ticket. Where is he today? Nobody's talking about him again. The same is happening in Kaduna State. The primaries were conducted. Isa Ashiru won that primaries, and it was a return, as the flag bearer and the winner of the party. Now, what is happening between Mikati and Isa Ashiru, I could tell you categorically that probably Mikati is being pushed from somewhere to come and say that he's a flag bearer. But he knows. I have met with Mikati even before the primaries, and he admitted to me that he doesn't have the grassroots. So, and these elections were not just conducted
Verbatim.
Yes.
From Mikati to you.
From Mikati to me. And these elections were not just conducted in the capital. It was conducted across the 23 local governments of Kaduna. I am not telling you that there were no problems here and there. Yes, there were. But overwhelmingly, Isa Ashiru won that primaries. Even if they repeat the primaries tomorrow, Isa will win. Why? Because he has a history with the people. He has been contesting this thing. We all knew what happened in the last election. I was not in APC. I was with Ashiru. Even I told in 2023 I was the deputy DG of the campaign, as well as the campaign secretary in Zangon KATAF. I returned that election of Zangon KATAF gubernatorial. I brought it to INEC myself, with the INEC officials and what have you from the local government. We made sure we brought. I wasn't actually the returning officer, but as the deputy DG, my vehicle was also used to convey our result, the agent's result of the PDP, to INEC here. And I could tell you categorically that even though Isa Ashiru, as claimed that he lost the election, it was just about 10,000 votes. So somebody who has that kind of clout, I don't expect anybody to even doubt that he can win the primaries this time around. And you remember, it's a simple, what do you call it? It's not a delegate primaries. It is by card carrying members.
Yeah, direct primaries.
Direct primaries. And the people voted him, and overwhelmingly he won. Somebody asked a question that, and he was asking a question that, why is that the issue is not being resolved? The issue will be resolved soonest by the grace of God, and Isa will be the flag bearer of the party. Somebody said, why would 2027 be different from the rest of the election? You see, there's a saying that if you don't like where you're standing, you should change it. You are not A3. The reason change is dynamic. The reason we keep striving and striving and striving is because we want to be better as a people. We believe that if given the opportunity and the people would stand to protect their votes, it's not just about voting, it's voting, protecting your vote, escorting your vote to the place where it will be declared, and make sure the right figures are announced. By the grace of God, we will see changes. Someone also asked that, why is it that when somebody is doing well, why do we need to change him? What if he was not given the opportunity in the first place? How would he have done well? If somebody that was doing well before him and said, I'm not going to leave because I'm doing well, would he have come there? I just gave you the background that in 2019, he didn't even win the primaries. Emma's governor was not the one who won the primaries. It was Sunday Marshall. But he let go of the seat and got an offer to go and run as a deputy governor running mate, not minding who took over after him. Even when the people came to him and asked him that since he's leaving and it's the turn of Zango Nkata because he has already just spent one tenure.
Right.
Don't allow this thing to go to JABA. Go and redo the primaries again so that Zango Nkata man will win. He said no. Amos came second. He should have the opportunity to go there. And voluntarily, he gave him that opportunity. All these people I'm talking about are alive today. So he went there, and when he was running for the second time, he gathered his elders from JABA, came to Zongo, knowing that he cannot win the election without Zongo, and begged the people of Zongo to allow him to go again with a promise. He is a pastor. he can come here and dispute what I'm saying. The people are alive. I mentioned some names like Honorable Lawrence Shemalan, the former minister. Barrister Mark Jacob is also there. People like the former member himself, Honorable Godfrey Gaya, is there. Honorable Alex Gruza is there. Dr. John Aiba, in whose house the meeting was held, is still alive. And beg the people of Zongo that allow me go again. That once I'm done this time, I will hand over the seat back to Zongo Nkata. So where are we today? These are the issues.
Where are we today?
Yes, you made mention of Honorable Godfrey Gaya.
Let's say on that, when we come back, don't lose your train of thought. Yeah. We'll go on a commercial break and we'll be right back. Do stay with us.
Invicta 98.9 FM.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari. Kivo.
It's our work. At Prashal Express and Logistics Limited, we offer courier services where we deliver packages of all sizes, documents, goods, and various forms of haulages to every part of the country from Kaduna. You can contact us at Shop FF18 Starcade Shopping Complex, Sabon Tesha, Kaduna, or S20 Zara House, Wandu Road, opposite Disney Chicken, Hamadu Bello Way, Kaduna. Our phone numbers are 0706 210 6674, 0913 775 4873, 0913 776 7475. Our website is www.prashalgroup.com. Prashal Express and Logistics Limited. Be rest assured.
Waye ya fi iya wanke hannu kafin cin abinci?
Ni ce.
Magani? Lalle kun iya wanke hannu. To yanzu a je a ci abinci. Amma da me ake farawa?
Da baba.
Madalla, idan an gama sai mu yi na wanke hannu bayan cin abinci.
To baba.
Wai yaushe za a daina wannan gasar ne? Ko dan yaran nan su bi ne kawai?
Ai, koya musu tsafta ne. Gobe za mu yi na gwanin wanke kayan makaranta.
Alhamdulillahi kuwa suna fahimta.
Da tazarar haihuwa akwai isasshen lokacin yin kyakkyawar tarbiyya ga 'ya'ya. Kowa na iya bin tsarin tazarar haihuwa domin lafiya da bunƙasar iyali.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar ƙungiyoyin Pronet da FEM.
Kyautuwar iyali uba 'ya'ya da ma'uwa.
Everybody come outside, oh! It don't happen.
Hey, Cletus, why you dey shout like this?
Go TV don't bust my head, oh! You never hear say decoder plus antenna plus 1 month jolly subscription. Now only 15,000 naira.
You say?
Go TV don't scatter market with their World Cup special offer, oh!
Hey.
With only 15,000 naira, we go carry cha-cha decoder plus antenna plus 1 month subscription. Take torchlight the whole 104 matches for this FIFA World Cup 2026 with correct pidgin commentary. All this go happen live for 4 correct channels for Super Sport on Top Go TV.
Hey, this one no be small thing, oh. Make I go arrange my own decoder sharp.
Go TV. Love it.
Hasken rana in ya fito sabuwar rana ta bayyana. Ga uniform an shirya mana kuma ga mu akan hanyar zuwa. Milo a cikin kofi, mai ɗumi ga inganci. An yi shi da malta, Milo. An yi shi da madara, Milo. An sa mishi koko, Milo. Yanda dai ya kamata, Milo. Mama ta ce in shanye.
Milo.
Your business money just dey sleep for account? Wake am up now with Bill Station Fixed Deposit. Make your money dey work while you dey work too.
We must learn it.
Today's extra cash fit become tomorrow's new branch, new equipment, or bigger business. The interest rate na 23%. Make you download the Bill Station app for Google Play Store or Apple Store. Bill Station, make your money hustle too.
Invicta 98.9 FM.
All right, welcome back from that commercial timeout. Still with Honorable Engineer SETH Habila BAKUT. And yes, Ango, you were saying just before we went on that break, you wanted to say, interject.
Yes. In the course of talking about the issue of agreement, SETH BAKUT mentioned Gorfigea, who was part of the discussion. But I just make a reflection. You know, this power, when you are outside power, it's easier to make agreement. But the moment you take over, it's not easy to hand over.
Why is it not easy?
Yeah, same Gorfigea, who was there, you know, to be a witness to the issue of agreement. Now, before Gorfigea got to the House of Reps, when Zango KATAF had it for 8 years, for the first 8 years, he was one that came and said, he used the word ataba. That is, when you touch, you give the other person. We have two constituencies talking about JABA local government and Zango KATAF local government sharing the same federal constituency. So to him, Zango KATAF have had it for 8 years. So it should be the turn of JABA local government, Ataba. So now when he had it for 8 years, he was supposed to return it to Zongo as Ataba. But when power got into him and he joined the parks of office, he jettisoned the Ataba slogan. And of course, he moved for a third term until he was defeated. Like SETH said, they almost threw him out of the hall during the primary. So that's how power is. That's the emphasis I was trying to make about power. It's not easy handing over power, especially when you are enjoying it.
But in this case, sir, it is. You see, I think it has to do with personality. I just mentioned Honorable Sunday Marshall Katu, now Senator Sunday Marshall Katu, who willingly took a gamble. He won the primaries to return for the second term, and he decided to just give it up. And when I lost the election, to the bid for deputy governorship, after he was given the ticket, they lost the election, or rather, they were rigged out at the general election. He took it to heart and he left. So I think this thing has to do with individual.
With personality.
Of course.
Jonathan, former President Jonathan.
Yeah, I say it's not easy, but
Jonathan,
of course it doesn't mean that I'm generalizing.
Of anybody's blood for him to be
because
president.
of his
I hand it over.
Look at Bello El-Rufai's matter. Bello El-Rufai is not even willing to go for a second term. After these 4 years, when all this crisis started with his father and what have you, Bello told me that he's not going to run, that he just wants to retire quietly, go and face his business. He's okay. Want to go and continue what he's doing. He doesn't have to return to power until this ADC solidified and he was called upon to return and contest. Do you understand? So I know of people who willingly gave up power without struggle. So, but of course, you will always find people who are greedy. But what we are saying is, know where you're coming from and know where you're going, and do not gamble the future of your people because you want power. Sometimes these things you are doing can hinder the younger ones that are coming behind to come and have the same privilege that you had.
Talking about the solidification of ADC, how prepared is ADC, being the coalition opposition party, to take over power in Kaduna State and of course at the national level? How prepared
let
are
me
they?
tell you.
Now that Kaduna is almost APC, according to Governor Obasani, that there's no opposition party. Jackie, you can be at that.
Yes.
Right.
Let me say
so
this.
how prepared is ADC?
Let me say this.
Now that Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai is not even on ground, who's supposed to be the power horse of the party to ginger the party?
If I were APC, I would even allow Malam Nasir El-Rufai, because keeping Nasir El-Rufai has even made the opposition more resolved, seeing that he was the predecessor of Obasani and how he did everything for Obasani to become governor. He virtually put him there. Whether Oba likes it or not, El-Rufai is his mentor. He mentored him. He gave him all the privileges that you could give a friend or a brother. And today he's the governor by the grace of God. So but now with what is happening to El-Rufai, I think the ADC has become the darling party. Because you see, whatever El-Rufai had done in the past that the people were not happy with, I think this thing he has gone through, the people have forgiven him. You see, there's a level, if there's no forgiveness, nobody will make heaven. All of us have offended each other in one way or the other. All of us. And as Christians, what the Bible teaches us, number one is forgiveness. It says, forgive those who trespass against us. Do you understand? Because that's the only way the Lord will do what? Will forgive you. There's a condition to your own forgiveness. That if you cannot forgive somebody that you have seen and has harmed you, and he has hurt you, especially if the person has gone through punishment as you have presumed, then how do you expect God to forgive you too? So as Christians, we are taught to forgive. And another thing I would tell you, sir, you will see clearly that ADC is the party to beat in 2027. All this fight is against ADC. Nobody even care about the NDC.
Really?
You can see the pressure that the presidency, everybody, Bajabia Miller, the judiciary, everybody, including INEC, is putting against ADC. What is the problem? You have 31 or 32 governors.
No, 31.
Top.
But INEC had part of those who said there should be a stay of execution on the registration.
There's a level that the INEC can be. There's a level that the INEC can be allowed to be dragged into these issues. They have to save their neck, because INEC came out and said, "No, this ADC is a registered party. They have met these criteria that you are asking about. They have contested election. They have won. We have their records. You can't just wake up and say deregister them and cause problem in the country." So even INEC, they know there's a level you can push these things, that by the time there is this thing from the people, it will boomerang, and then this nation will be thrown into chaos. So at the point in time, somebody has to say, no, don't do this. We have done everything that you've asked us to do, but there's a level to which we can push these things. If we continue in this route, then we might not have a country, because there's a crisis that will begin in this country that nobody, no amount of police or military that can stop it. Instead, the country should channel their energy, or the leadership should channel their energy, the government in power, into ending this insecurity issue. It's everywhere today. Nobody's talking about Kaduna or just Jos. Is in Kwara, is in Oyo, is in Benin, is everywhere. This kidnapping, ransom issue, people killing people, raping women. Look at these children. Look at the Ariko case. Here, just by our nose here, 70-something days in captivity today, and nobody's saying anything about 72 days.
Some people are saying all of these things. Well, even the president of the Senate himself had said these are politically motivated.
And you can keep saying that. Even if they are politically motivated, can't you end it? Can't you end it? If you know the people that are causing the problem, you go after them.
The lines again, so that they call us.
Do you understand?
Oh, well. There's a comment here I want to read from someone who calls himself Comrade Joshua Dan Ishaya. He says he's the national chairman, Nigerian Voters Association. I didn't know we had that in Shugabang Yang Dangweli. I'm not sure I knew that there was such an association, but he says that Honorable Engineer Seth has said it all, taking into cognizance how power rotates between Zango and JABA federal constituency for equity and fairness, so as to create a level playing ground for both local governments without any stress. We must honor the simple gentleman's agreement for peace and respect. In a nutshell, Engineer Seth has explained everything eloquently clear, and that is the standpoint of the constituents. All right, thank you very much. Let's quickly go back and take a few more calls, maybe a couple, and then we'll be done. Okay. Good evening.
Dave on the line.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Dave, go ahead, please.
Okay.
You're too close to your radio set or something. There's a hall back.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Like what you said, I'm impressed with that last point he made.
Which is?
He said that it's like if the criminality is still motivated, we won't get stop it. Why are they romancing it? If truly that this thing is politically motivated, they should look for a means of stopping this thing. Because Nigerians are passing through here. Nigerians are passing through
Don't keep giving
on
excuses.
small action.
That's
A lot
politically
of things are
motivated.
happening.
Why don't you
And
find
then
those
moving at all that are
politicians and deal
being
with
brain
that?
behind it. They should look for any possible means to stop this thing. Because if you are the same citizen of this country, your life is always in jeopardy. Well, what are we not doing as citizens? Okay, look at the situation in South Africa. Look at the way they're putting it. It is bad that they know that they are supposed to take action. They are going on a corrective move. All this while they are busy killing Nigeria, using this xenophobic attack to attack Nigerians in South Africa. Nobody is saying anything. Why are they thinking, why are they playing Nigerians as if we are not humans? Our leaders are not taking us serious. They are taking us for granted. And that is why this country will not advance anywhere. Cannot go anywhere if this will continue. They should tackle this thing once and for all.
Okay.
Enough of this mess.
Okay.
We are citizens. We are not slaves. They should not treat us like citizens. And you remember there was something he said, but I want to be established. In fact, the state themselves would not enjoy staying in this country. That if you want to be a good leader, then you be ready to serve Nigerians with all your sense of commitment and with all sense of seriousness. You should be ready to the masses. For most of them are not ready to do it. When they are in power, they feel they are both forth. Nobody will tell them anything.
Okay.
All what they're after is how to loot and how to amass wealth. That's what they're after. So enough is enough. Look, desperate time calls for desperate measure. The man said it earlier. If you don't take action now to stop this issue of terrorism or this issue of man happening in this country, what can themselves will not address this issue of this country?
All right. And thank you very much for your call this evening. Let me quickly take a reaction from our Facebook page. Good evening to you, Chatty BAKUT. She's saying good evening to all my people. And then Alex Tagway says, we the concerned youths of JABA stand with Engineer BAKUT. Reason being we're not ready to mortgage our political future supporting a third term. We also have ambition. We will not allow someone to mortgage our future or cause problems for us. We're for power shift to Zango, and Engineer BAKUT is the best for the seat now. All right, thank you, Alex Tagway. Usman Isa Bilal is saying he's back, if I may ask. He says that, do you really think this marriage will last? That is between Zango and JABA. Why not trying to call for another separate constituency to avoid another hostility in the future? All right, this is a conversation. I mean, these are the kind of conversations we should be having. But personally, I just think that if we go by individual agitations, we're going to keep dividing and dividing and dividing until it becomes one man, one constituency. We must learn to live together and then elect leaders who understand the concept of inclusion. On that note, Engineer, I need to come back to you for your last line on the program today.
Okay, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I just want to call on my constituents, particularly the people of Zango and JABA, to see reasons into what I am saying and allow that gentleman agreement to stand by allowing the seat of the House of Representatives to return to Zango and KATAF this time around, and without any attachment to anything, because this is what we know, and stop associating it to any other seat like that of the Senate or that of the minister or what have you. That of the Senate is an understanding between 8 local governments that anybody can contest. When Sonny ran for the Senate, there are people in JABA who contested with him, as well as people in other local governments. Kaura is there. I remember Diko contested from JABA. I remember Sarkinoma contested. I remember Adams Jagaba and many others. But the issue of Zango JABA is an understanding between the people of Zango and KATAF and the people of JABA, and that should be honored. Somebody mentioned in his comment that this hostility might repeat itself in the future. This is what we are trying to avoid. But if we allow this to stand, then God forbid, what will happen in the future is what we don't know. I also want to make mention of this thing that has been going on, the insecurity issue that has been bothering me. I just saw yesterday that 720 people, repentant Boko Haram people in Maiduguri, were reintegrated back into the society. I think this is something the government should look into. How sure are we that these people, once they come back, they would not continue that same evil? Imagine pampering somebody who has been kidnapping and killing people. Meanwhile, the victims of this kidnapping gets nothing from the government. These are things that we should look at and be honest to ourselves. We are the only people, Abacha said that once, that we are the only people that can solve our own problems ourselves. So Nigerians should think, Nigerians should elect leaders devoid of sentiments, people that will come and bring the change that we want. Let's keep striving for change. If we elect a leader, he doesn't do what we want, we change him. Let's forget about the sentiments of tribe or religion or what have you, and keep saying that they should allow this person to just sit on the seat even when he's not doing anything. If he's not doing something, you should get out. Somebody else should come. If today I'm elected to the National Assembly and I don't do what the people want, the people have the right to say, look, after 4 years, we will not even renew this mandate for you. We will bring in another person. This is what has been going on. The seat of the National Assembly, after 4 years, is being renewed. So the people can decide to say, look, Seth, we have given you this opportunity. You have not done what we've asked you to go and do there. We are going to give another person to go there. This is how these things should roll. For somebody who is saying that, if somebody has performed so much, he should not even leave that seat. No. Honoring this gentleman agreement is very important, because if somebody else that was there before you decide not to leave,
to sit tight,
you would not have gotten there. And if you are saying, what if you die on the seat? Won't somebody come? No matter how good you are, you can die. Somebody else will have to come. So everything in life is about chance. How would you even know that I will do better if you don't give me the opportunity? This is what I'm asking my constituents to do, to support me, to run for this office. I'm a young person. I'm only 44 years old. If given the opportunity, I don't want to miss it now. I look forward to a time that even the presidency of this country, I will have the opportunity to run. God giving me life and time. So I'm calling on my people to see reason to support me, to go there and represent them. And by the grace of God, I will not put them to shame. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Amatsani, you have a last line quickly, 30 seconds.
Yes. The political clock is ticking, and we're looking forward to having more, particularly those from the opposition. Let them prove to the people of Kaduna State that the opposition is on ground. Particularly, the governor has always seized every moment that there's no opposition in Kaduna State. So they should prove him wrong. If they don't, then there's no opposition in Kaduna. But we love them. Invicta is all out, is for everybody, is for nobody. We invite them to come over. Yes.
Indeed, our platform is open, and on that, I'm just going to ride on the quote of what Ango just said and speak directly to INEC. I know for sure that about 3 different people from Invicta have reached out to INEC because of the concern that we have about what's going on, particularly in our, primary area in Kaduna South here. The office has been locked. We've tried to find out. They say INEC is on ambulatory services. You're taking the registration to different areas. Why that would have to mean that you close up your major office when there are people coming there and trying to revalidate, trying to register, beats the imagination. And even what's more, we hear that citizens are being made to pay for data, so that what ideally should be done is done usually after they have paid some sum of 200 or thereabouts.
Most definitely, Jackie, I will look for the PRO of INEC in Kaduna State to come over and make this
Several people have actually reached out.
Particularly the issue of registration, people have been trying to register, but like you said, the place is under lock and key. If they are doing mobile registration, it should be complementary. In addition to that of the office. It shouldn't be that you lock the office. It's more like the purpose is being defeated. Yes, so it should be complementary. I must get INEC to come and clarify this so that the people, by July 10, the time will have elapsed for the closure of their registration.
And yet we have many people who are standing disenfranchised as we speak.
People are getting more interested. They want to vote in the 2027 election.
I mean, even for those who have cards, they've been asked to come and revalidate. So, and the doors of your offices are locked. They've been locked for a while now. So INEC, our platform is open. It doesn't have to be spot on, can be perspective anyhow, but answer the call. The people need to understand why your offices have been closed down and you're doing ambulatory services. Once again, Engineer, thank you so much. We will be following the trajectory of the coming days and wishing you luck.
Thank you so much.
In the coming elections.
And we shall be there to celebrate when he takes over from his former...
I don't know about that, Ango. I don't know about that. Ango, you're looking
for trouble.
By
the grace of God.
You're looking for trouble.
By the grace of God.
Until next week, when we hope to... We hope to come your way again on Thursday. Until then, keep the conversations going. Nigeria must succeed.
Amen.
Have a beautiful evening ahead.
Thank you.
This is Kaduna.
Not the ghetto we used to them. Anytime you rise, the more you fall. Even if you did grow it down. I thought you were my friend. So why you want my life to end? The shots where you send. Yeah. Here we go again.
Invicta FM. Be victorious.
Hey, everybody come outside, oh! It don't happen. Hey,
Cletus, why you dey shout like this?
Go TV don't bust my head, oh! You never hear say decoder plus antenna plus 1 month jolly subscription. Now only 15,000 naira.
You say?
Go TV don't scatter market with their World Cup special offer, oh! Hey. With only 15,000 naira, we go carry cha-cha decoder plus antenna plus 1 month subscription. Take torchlight the whole 104 matches for this FIFA World Cup 2026 with correct pidgin commentary. All this go happen live for 4 correct channels for Super Sport on Top Go TV.
Hey, this one not be smart, you know. Make I go arrange my own decoder sharp.
Go TV. Love it.
Mama, sai kin gan yadda na wanke ban ɗakin nan. Ya wanku sosai fa.
Tabbas zai iya wankuwa sosai a ido. Amma idan ba da hypo toilet cleaner kika yi amfani ba wajen kariya, to ban ɗaki cike yake da ƙwayoyin cuta baja-baja.
Haka ne, gara ku yarje wa ƙwayoyin cuta, ku kare ban ɗakin ku kullum da hypo toilet cleaner.
Hasken rana in ya fito sabuwar rana ta bayyana. Ga uniform an shirya mana kuma ga mu akan hanyar zuwa. Milo a cikin kofi, mai ɗumi ga inganci. An yi shi da malta. Milo an yi shi da madara. Milo an sa mishi koko. Milo yanda dai ya kamata. Milo mama ta ce in shanye.
Milo. This June, get more on DSTV. That means with same price, you get more channels, more action, and drama.
Just call me. What more fire?
Pay on compact and watch premium. That's 2 levels higher. DSTV Confirm and ENGR subscriptions get the next higher package. Renew today and enjoy more on us all June. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
DJ Femford. Daddy want that baby, oh oh oh. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, look at me. You had me passing, mommy. You make me trouble, you, baby. Can I look like oh 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 oh? Yeah,
I'm here, I can be the man of the year. I'm really cautious, I'm telling you, share. La ilaha, I'm here for the share. Baby Jijo Mio, my cose. Orente, baby fight karate. Oshubare, Kosamu to do all shit. I'm a daily, you me a jolo, money, oh, every day. Bantaka, don't go day. Don't you buy a Jew? Oh, my shit. I can be the man of the year. We can be the man of the year, too. Don't you buy a Jew? Oh, my shit. I can be the man of the year. We can be the man of the year, too. Pass too. If you dance, I go dance too. We love me, more kaku. My little girl, judge. I need to back up every time. You do in the hour. Baby, they say they can't talk. Orin by me, damn on. Orente, baby, fight karate. Oshubare, Kosamu to do all shit. I'm a daily, money, oh, every day. Bantaka, don't go day. Don't you buy a Jew? Oh, my shit. I can be the man of the year. You can be the man of the year. Right, boy. I can be the man of the year. You can be the man of the year too. Oh, my darling, you are passed by me. God bless your mommy. For this your body, I want to lavish all my money on top your body, oh. I want to rock your body, oh. Ah, darling, you are passed by me. God bless your mommy. For this your body, I want to lavish all my money on top your body, oh. I want to rock your body, oh. When she texts, I text right back. A selfie on me Snapchat. She said I'm a
Invicta FM.
She be my type. Give me your love, I no go use you play. I know if you wait, make you be my name. All of my name, baby, all of my name. Oh, you are the shade, baby, all of my name. Darling, you are passed by me. God bless your mommy. For this your body, I want to lavish all my money on top your body, oh. I want to rock your body, oh.
When he go, I go call right back. I love him just like that. He said, baby, you're for me, but make it no do me con you. He said, let me love you, baby, my shit call me, oh. Me right for you, me no lie for you, oh baby. Whenever you need me, oh baby, show my baby. I write a song today, you go change me.
Beats Factory.
Yeah. It's a bad man thing, you know. Hey, Gaga. My name is Freddy. Nine awa kanan nace shout out to Debbie. An baka gane ba ko Axman Sami. Yaro kan shi kamar suya da yaji. Tashi yaro, I'm also benefiting from the cash flow. Hold up, cause I'm ready to blow. Anje babu net so but we are flexing glow. Pop woman, I'm ready. No team come cause I got the right. Doing this back to back cause I don't reach the height. Go wake my father then I we they shine the light. Babu carry amuna basu hit. Daga bong bong Ghana and pito the beat. I bet you if you hear that once you go there on repeat. Gapate the yaji ama babu meat. Oh yeah, come and eat. Baby, what's the name? Sorry, Emma, who they call me bad man. Don't get it twisted, I'm just a short man. Killing a reason by kilo. What I don't mind. La ila, spitting fire flow, domina isa. Yamata na to crushing domina shiga. Gayu na to daddy domina rika. I'm doing this big, I'm gonna be just. And I'm flexing it right here, woman. Go ask them, Bamu running lost. Domi in the napito, everybody na boss. Bami sakapa, even though you be ghost. Cause in this game, I be actor, you be boss. Man, I call twice, even though you be roast. I'm a engine chair, higher, will say come close. Come closer, Fred.
Baby, what's your lucky number? Give me your updates. They WhatsApp messenger, they look on your page. I'm in a private party with Teresa, baby. She said she wanna do, but